Hey, this is Timmara signing on with Resident Evil Resistance. Well, sort of. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so where to begin? I don't know how I was gonna I didn't have any plans for this anyways. Okay, anyways, Resident Evil Resistance. It came out alongside, well, you bought it alongside Resident Evil 3 Remake, which I liked Resident Evil 3 Remake, but then it came with this multiplayer mode, this asymmetric multiplayer where four players play as survivors with their own unique, just like, you kind of play like a Resident Evil character. And then you have the mastermind, who, in this case, there's a couple, but most commonly I see a net. But you play as a mastermind who lays out traps and sets up obstacles for the players to get around, or for the survivors to get around. So, it's an interesting conceit, anyways, but I figured what I was going to do is I'd do commentary on some matches I did that I saved to my PS4 share, because I have no interest in playing this anymore, but I figured I had some footage, so I might as well use it up. Okay, let's just start with, because I got a couple of matches between survivors and, I think the audio's a bit too loud. Okay, I got a few, couple of matches. I haven't played a ton, like 3 hours or something in total, and just messing around. But, okay, but yeah, playing as a survivor, as for survivors, you run around, find items lying around. Like, a lot of people miss green herbs in my experience. And as you play, you got your characters that get different cosmetics. I'm playing as, January? Yeah. And each character has a different ability. In that case, January can, hack into cameras that the mastermind looks through in order to place traps and destroy them. You got Valerie, who's got healing abilities. Jill, who can pull out, what was it? Her, like a special brand, Matilda, I think it was. And does a lot of damage. Tyrone, and who's the other guy? There's like 2 melee guys. Yeah. Again, I just figured commentary because I had no interest in actually doing like a Let's Play series of this. But as we're going around, yeah, so the mastermind can summon lickers. We'll get to playing as them in a bit. No. Because I got a couple of matches, because I remember hearing things, yeah, you can also make guns on cameras, that's a thing. Healing people when they're down. Yeah. So, I remember hearing when this came out that it was kind of mixed, received very mixed. Like, some people say it's like, oh, I've heard, like, the best example I heard is like, oh, I'm enjoying it, but it's not good. That's kind of like the best endorsement I heard for this game. Because sometimes you can get really screwed, like, we'll get into it, there's just so much. Again, I've got really no interest in this game, and yet here I am trying to do a commentary track on it. Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah, thanks to whoever Cybex is playing as, that guy. He's got like this flash that can stun enemies. Repair kits, I think those only work for melee weapons, but I just picked up whatever I could. I don't even know what I honestly didn't know what my fever skill is, like the super powerful, takes forever to cool down ability, and I don't even know what it did. I picked up a torch because I thought it would give me some light to counteract the mastermind shutting off the lights, but nope, it's just a fire weapon. Again, I'm just commentating, so the survivors have a time limit, and if you kill zombies, if you do objectives like finding all the keys or going through the door, your time extends. I got spooked by her. Yeah, so time runs out, you go into overtime, and yeah, chances are that's when your time runs out and you lose. Mastermind needs to, let time expire or take everybody out. And they've got tools to do that, but we'll get into a mastermind gameplay in a bit. I got a bunch of clips, so I don't know if I want to just fast forward, but we'll just let things play out. I'll be a long video, but whatever. Yeah, liquors. It doesn't play bad in either respect. It plays like Resident Evil. You know, the Resident Evil remake games. So, you know, it plays fine, although there's a lot of obstacles. You can get caught on stuff. Kind of like... tight corners are... You know, oh, yeah. And the Mastermind can also summon, basically like a super, weapon, or a bioweapon, duh. And in Annette's case, it's William Birkin, and he can just kill you outright if you're not careful. There's 4 different Masterminds so far, and like 7 or 8 different survivors right now. But yeah, tight corridors. So like, but it's tight corridors, but it's way more fast-paced than, you know, than Resident Evil usually is. I suppose, in terms of 3, it's kind of got a similar pace, but in like the super, chaotic areas of the RE3 remake, you know, you had a wide area like the hospital, waiting room where you're playing as Carlos. You had a lot of room to maneuver there. And in this case, just paying attention. Yeah, in this case, it's just like corridors are really tight, and there's just like fast-moving dogs and everything moving around quickly. Big zombies. You can take control of zombies as the Mastermind, giving them, you know, directing their attacks, abilities and special attacks. But yeah, the idea for like a kind of like class-based team mode in Resident Evil isn't bad. It's got some good ideas, but it's also got some very glaring issues that just make me not want to play it anymore. But that's not stopping others. This released the same time as the RE3 remake. It came bundled with it, so you know that's kind of annoying in a way. It's kind of like a tacked on multiplayer. There was a lot of, back in like the 360 and PS3 era, there were a lot of games that had like a tacked on multiplayer mode, you know? Spec Ops The Line there's many. Far Cry 3, there were a lot of games that just like, this didn't need a multiplayer mode, but it's here because that's the big thing. And now this generation, well, nearing the end of the generation, moving into the next, it's kind of doing something a little different, where... Yeah, I decided to drop some herbs in case anyone needed some items. But, so what it seems like what they want to do, or at least Capcom kind of set an idea, and that's kind of what I'm worried about, is, you know, multiplayer modes are now not part of, like, the game, or the main game, but they come bundled with a different game. It's different. Like, you know, RE3 Remake, I liked it, but it was definitely overpriced. $60 for a pretty short campaign, and, you know, not as in-depth or deep as the RE2 Make, but that was $60. But, really, how I look at it, Resident Evil 3 Remake would have been a great $30 game, $30, $40 tops, but then the other $30 or $20, depending on how you want to do that split, was Resistance. That's kind of how I see the bundle. And in the last phase, you got first two phases you got to find keys, and the last phase you got to find biocores. So just find the thing and deal a lot of damage to it. That's when I found out you can't shoot through windows. I don't even know what that did. But so yeah, this just came bundled with a. Yeah, I hope I'm coming across like I'm trying to make. It's just sort of like a $60 game, or you know, a multiplayer mode bundled in with a fine enough single player story, and you know, I could have. Why did they have to be bundled together? We could have bought them separately. If you wanted to play Resistance, you could get it. It didn't need to be bundled with RE3 Make. if that makes sense. Yeah, I think this is the second time I get killed by Birkin here. Oh no, I think somebody saves me. No. Yes. No. I thought somebody saved me here. It is fun playing as Birkin and slamming your way through it. No, but I'm rambling and ranting, so yeah, just, you know, Resident Evil Resistance didn't need to be bundled in with 3 in order to play it, so that kind of is really annoying. The worst thing about buying Resident Evil 3 is that it comes with Resistance. But Resistance is okay, but yeah, just progression stuff that gets really annoying. And we'll get to that. We will get to that. No, yeah, even though Birkin's killing a bunch of us, you know, we got time. And then we gotta get over there, and I just go like, oh, let's split up, and so I had to run farther around in order to catch up. But yeah, once you destroy all the biocores, you can just make your way out. So everyone's got to get there. It's kind of like Dead by Daylight, where someone's got to get to the door, the final door, in order to open it up. And then everyone's got to get there after it opens. Meanwhile, it's like the last-ditch effort for the mastermind to try and stop you. I got a little footage of a couple of games. My first match I ever did, where I was playing as Valerie, I wish I had saved that one, because it was great. Like, it was like a B or A rank mission, but it went very well, and it would have been a good, like, okay, here's my introduction, rather than kind of, like, starting into the middle of, like, you know, one of my matches.
Yeah, go us.
But yeah, because in my experience, it's kind of been a mix, but it never feels like, it always feels like one side is just, like, winning by a landslide, you know?
Your selfishness has doomed mankind.
Nah, whatever, I don't care. It looks great in that outfit. Why can't we get that outfit in the main game? So yeah, that was just one match. You get graded by your totals and everything, and then you got RP boosters, which, you know, basically give you more experience in order to buy loot boxes with, and we'll get to that. And you get some for upgrading in rank, so that's kind of nice, but I'm sure that slows down very quickly, daily challenges and everything. Okay, we'll cut to a mastermind game real quick, and I'll continue my rant. Okay, so this is in the middle. Yeah, I saved saved my footage, but it just like puts me in the middle of awkward spots. So this was kind of like early on or late in the first phase of the mastermind match. This is the first mastermind match I played as, where I was playing as Annette. So what I can do is, yeah, I can lock doors, turn off lights, and I was still trying to get used to playing as a mastermind because it was a little weird. I was trying to drop a mine at her feet. But they can destroy the cameras, and that's how you look around and find things. Try to figure out where to place traps at. See everybody on the map running around. Got a little tiny rifle that you can fire. Put down traps and mines, which they can disarm or disable, depending if they see them or not. Place down zombies. You kind of get like this card loadout, and energy builds up over time.
I will find you.
And so, yeah, I kind of just like, I'm a spammer. I just like, just get enemies out there. And I've only played as Annette. I just unlocked, there's a couple of characters. You got the different masterminds. You got Annette, and her bioweapon is, you know, her husband William Birkin in his G-virus state. There's Daniel, I think. Is he a Wesker? No, that's not it at all. But, you know, there's another guy, and he uses Mr. X. So that would have been real. I wanted to try Mr. X, but he seems really cool. But yeah, who else is there? There's another lady I don't know, but I see a lot of people playing as her, and she has like plant-based monsters and everything. And you got another guy who... I don't remember what he does. Again, I don't know. I didn't play this much. Because it takes a while to unlock everything. You have to play as Annette until you get to her to rank 5. And then, like, it just keeps going up and up to unlock the 4 different masterminds. Which is really annoying because it really is limiting on how you can play as. I'm sure, yeah, playing as Annette is probably the easiest and most basic. But... when you're trying to play catch-up, and it'd be nice. You can play as every survivor right off the bat. Why can't you play as every mastermind? Be nice. So yeah, you can take over zombies, and depending on what you do, yeah, that can work out good. Like that, I got a couple of slashes in, but didn't really matter.
A confirmed kill should be simple with such a weapon.
And they're just waiting on somebody to show up, so I'm just taking the chance to try and deal as much damage as possible. Trying to put a trap right under his foot. But he has to back up a little bit.
Make your peace.
They completely ignored it. Oh, there he goes. Now he's got his foot in it. What is January doing over there? Yeah, this part's a little slow. Trust me, it'll get bigger. Or it'll get better. It gets better. But, yeah, so right now they're just waiting on somebody, so I'm just buying time. I was trying to figure out how I could hack into that. Trying to figure out how I could place a mine just to be a dick. Yeah, now they caught up. So yeah, because everybody got there, they got a big time bonus.
But I will not. Cannot.
And then I was trying to figure out where is everybody, and I think you started the first camera that's like right by their door, so you know, don't have to worry about that. So I figured, okay, got some time, let's just place stuff down. As you progress through each area, you get more and more special items, like that trio of dogs. Then the next one for Annette, you get like these exploding, noxious exploding zombies. And as you play, you know, you get the RP points, which I don't think stand for raccoon points, but it'd be nice if it did. But yeah, then summon Birkin. This was fun.
Help me finish this.
Jill. And then trying to get used to him because he just like lumbers around. So he's like super powerful and really burly, so it takes a while to get used to. Yeah, you gotta be oddly accurate with him, but... oh, this was fun. Yeah, so get him with overkill. So as long as nobody saves him... this is what happened to me in the last video. But yeah, as long as nobody saves him... yep, instant kill. And that drops a lot of time on their totals. Birkin smash! Birkin smash! Yeah, I think if I had tried using overkill, yeah, she's down. And then I just ran out of time. I wonder, I'm sure if you do overkill and you run out of time, you just fall over, but... then I figured, alright, that's going pretty good, so if I can just, like, keep them down while they're trying to kill this certain zombie, maybe they're gonna run out of time. And I don't know what happened. Oh, wait, maybe I just figured it out. You also got these berserk darts that you can use, and that makes zombies a little bit stronger. Not much stronger, but... no, but like I was watching the time go down, like, oh, I'm just gonna swarm them with zombies. I'm gonna trap them in this room. And then, yeah, then their time just kept crawling up and up. I suppose, yeah, because you spam zombies, they kill one and they get more time, but still, it's just like their time just shot up.
Even as you fight, your
So I realized that was my fault and my strategy now.
I have other cameras.
They got the key, they got everything they needed. So, yeah, it was... Yeah, it's like, okay, I might just win this, and then it just, like, time went shot up.
Each step they take brings you
And so I'm just trying to, like, put zombies down, trying to, like... Yeah, trying to go in for that, but got knocked down. There we go. I thought this one got killed.
a very minor
Hogs.
Don't let it into your head.
But yeah, that didn't turn out great. But yeah, then they're heading to the exit, so I figured let's just drop. I keep forgetting to use, no, not quick draw, discount. So it makes everything a little cheaper, but it didn't matter that much. Yeah, fire weapons, and it just, like, it destroys.
Each step they take brings you closer to death.
I guess, well, okay, it's going, so we'll talk a little bit about, like, the loot boxes, because, okay, what's in the loot boxes is, like, new abilities, new modifiers for the survivors and masterminds. Well, there's two separate types of loot box. There's the, you know, equipment box, so that gives players, you know, new items and such, new abilities, like the ones I got, like, decreases your recharge time on your ability. There's other stuff. I'm trying to think. Spray. No, that's cosmetic. So there's, you know, equipment boxes which give you new abilities to use during the matches. And then there's the cosmetic box, which there's, like, just mainly one group of cosmetic boxes. And you can get stuff for masterminds, as in, like, new zombies, new costumes for your zombies, new outfits for your characters. That's why, you know, some of them are wearing different stuff, like while Jill was wearing that cool black thing that other character had. But yeah, then this, in this moment, was kind of like bad timing. So I'm just like, yes, I'm William Birkin. Everyone's gonna die, and they're right there. Then I forgot he could go through there, and then I realized that's where everyone is, and they could just... Yeah, comes one guy. Lost track of him, and he just went back in the door, and I couldn't do anything. So I messed up there after I realized, like, crap. The good thing about Birkin, though, and I eventually got to remember to leave control. Yeah, I was just annoyed that I messed up like that. Yeah, I tried walking away and see if they would come out, and they didn't. But if you exit, or if you deactivate Birkin, or, like, exit Birkin a little sooner than later, he recharges a little faster. And I just figured spam, 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 spam. And so, yeah, here basically it was just like spamming stuff. Where was I going? I'm sorry, I'm jumping around through different subjects, but then there's cosmetic loot boxes which give you new outfits for your characters, new zombie designs for the masterminds, sprays and voice lines, which I hate it when games do that. It's so pointless and so nonsense. But anyways, everyone's focused on zombies. They're not paying attention to, like, me shooting guns everywhere. I think in this case, I just, like, started to overpower them because just, like, zombies were everywhere. Oh yeah, this was fun.
Creatures should never have been made. But at least they prove useful.
I think I stopped her just before she could heal Jill. Distracted, got her. Yeah, and then this was just like a swarm. I just, like, I guess just with, like, all the dogs and everything running around, I just got them pinned, and then when I could summon Birkin, it was over. Yep. And then got that guy with the overkill. Yeah, like, you know, it's like First match is like, okay, it's not going great. Second round, okay, it's going pretty good. Third round, it's like, I'm so screwed. Just whatever, spam, and that just kind of worked. And that's kind of the thing. And it didn't seem like there was much they could do. That's kind of what I mean when I say, like, it seems like it's kind of one-sided almost in a lot of matches I've had. So, yeah. But even despite, you know, some of the drawbacks, you know, got a ton of experience. Result points. Should have called it raccoon points. It's fitting. And then, yeah, I got a ton of ranks, and that's really due to the booster. Because without the booster, it goes slow. Like, on my first match, it was like a B or an A rank. I didn't even get to rank 2 with Valerie. And with, you know, an S rank with the booster, you get so much more progress done. It's, you know, it's ridiculous. You practically need the boosters for progression. Alright, we're going to move into the next match. Just doing some prep. I think this one, yeah, this is the one I did with Jill. Having the RP boosters on, because you kind of need the boosters in order to progress. It's just like, progression is so slow otherwise. Like I said, my first match, yeah, and then you get different equipment that give you different abilities. Daniel, it was Daniel. Daniel Fabron. So yeah, he's got stuff, but we'll get to that. He's actually kind of like entertaining to listen to, but probably more fun to play as. But anyways, so yeah, and you get to see everyone's rank. The rank is based on characters, so, you know, it just tells you that people play as these certain characters a lot. But with the RP boosters, and that's just kind of like the annoying thing, is that in my first match with Valerie, I think it was a B rank. I wish I had saved it. It would make my points so much better. It feels like I'm lying now, but I think it was a B rank. We won. It was a B or A rank. And it didn't give me enough experience to get to the rank 2. And then the next match I did, I got a lower ranking, and I got so much more experience, I went up several ranks. And that's just kind of the thing. The progression is so damn slow, and without the RP boosters, it's pointless. Especially for what you get, and we will get to that. Because there's like one video at the end where I open up loot boxes. But this is also a strategy I've seen people use in Daniel's level. Through that first door, they got like this super powered zombie that they take control of, and it just like rips and tears through you. It does a lot of damage. And it gives you infection. There's a lot of different status effects that can be used on you. In that case, infected. So I kind of get like staggered every now and then. Yeah, this was not a great start. I think this one just ends in a very stupid way. There was one match I didn't get the recording of it, but it kind of started like this, where everyone comes through the door, we just have the zombie blast through, and then, yeah, she almost had me. Oh yeah, and also unstable mastermind connection. There was one mission, same level, same mastermind being played, Daniel. But everyone's walking through this hall, we open the door, a zombie bursts through, does a ton of damage, and then there's just like a conga line of other zombies in this hallway. So even trying to escape the one he had under control, it ripped through the entire party. Like, it was only a minute in, and we were done. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize. Yeah, it took me forever to get there, but we're there. Are we down? Okay, there's the fourth guy.
Let us see how much further you can go.
And then you get umbrella bucks or whatever, umbrella cash, umbrella points. And you can buy stuff in the item box from, you know, grenades, different guns, which I'm sure is self-explanatory. Different herbs. Yellow herbs give you defense and attack boosts. Blue herbs cure infection. Green herbs are healing, and such and such. Again, sorry, I'm bouncing around subjects. I think the rest of this video is pretty pointless. Maybe we'll fast forward. Let me see. Yeah, there's not much to this one. Okay, we saw liquor. But what happened was, and this was the stupid thing, mainly we had to track down a certain zombie, and it just kept running away. a supply zombie has appeared. No, it wasn't the supply zombie. No, yeah, it was the supply zombie. It was that purple skull right there, and we had to catch it, and it didn't occur to me once to maybe go in the opposite direction to cut it off. They tried, looks like they tried to there, but it just got away. And yeah, we literally spent most of the match trying to chase it down. So we're just gonna cut ahead. Because, yeah, no, we lost all our time trying to chase this zombie. It was pretty dumb of us. And overtime, we're in negative seconds. Even if we got the thing, we would have had a big disadvantage. So yeah, that's what happens. That was a stupid on our part, but to be fair, it's stupid on my part. I didn't know what to do.
History will not mark this day. Revolution will not come from cowardice, but from sacrifice.
Yeah. But, you know, because of the RP booster, yeah, that's honestly what I think I got. With the RP booster, that's what I got on my first match without an RP booster. It's ridiculous. Okay, this was a fun one. This was me playing as Tyrone. And he's one of the two melee heavy guys. There's Tyrone and whatever the other guy's name is. Probably something douchey like Luke. No, I don't remember. But the melee players I thought were really fun. Playing as Tyrone, I'm not even sure what his abilities. He's got a kick ability, which I think is just stunning, and then his roar ability, and I don't know what that does. That's the first time I got a key. I got a key for the door, and that was the first time, because people have been playing this a lot. I understand that. Like, RE3 Remake came out, let's see, a couple months in April, and so people are still playing this rather avidly. You know, I think the highest, it was in one of the videos, the highest rank I saw, or the highest ranked teammate I ever had was like 136 for Jill alone. So it's like, that's pretty crazy, but people are playing it. Which, I get it, it is fun, but what kills it for me is progression. And, you know, we're getting to that. Because all these matches, along with several other ones that I didn't get footage for, are what's leading me up to buy... Yeah, that costume looks awesome on Jill. Why can't we get something like that for the 3-make game? I'm just really disappointed that there aren't that many costumes in the RE3-make. There's just like 2 for Carlos and 3 for Jill, and that's it? And 2 of them you had to pre-order? It's kind of annoying when, you know, even for DLC, they should have more costumes for them, but they're, you know, hopefully they added, but it's been months. You think they would have said something by now. Anyways. But all these matches that I'm going to show you, I think there's one more after this one. It was another Mastermind match that didn't go in my favor. But, yeah. But all these matches and plus other ones I did spend some of my RP points on the equipment boxes just to see. Mainly because the notification wouldn't go away until I spent my money. And then, okay, then I was trying to save up for a cosmetic box. And that's kind of what this is leading up to. Because here's the difference. You need 3,000 result points to buy an equipment box. And so, you could probably get, even if you lose, you know, you could get nearly 3,000 result points with an RP booster, mind you, into playing one match. So, you know, fair enough. Well, for a basic one, they get in higher tier, but you gotta get everyone to a higher tier, but still. So you get, to get basic equipment, you need about 3,000 RP points, and you can get probably that much through one match if you do okay. But to get a cosmetic box, you gotta pay 50,000 RP points. Like, it's so much more. Though I suppose I should be able to do the math in my head, but... You know, almost about rounded up 17 times more RP points to buy a piece of clothing than it is to get, like, equipment that actually makes you better at the game. Or, you know, makes you play a little better in a way. But it's kind of ridiculous because 50,000 RP points, and again, I finally got to my first one after, like, several games. Like, even considering, like, all the, you know, equipment boxes I opened, my total are, you know, result points, you know, I didn't waste that much in buying equipment, but I know I'm all over the place. I'm mumbling and rambling. Getting different equipment here. This was fun. But, yeah, it's just like, I saved up quite a bit. Even with the money I spent, I was saved up a majority of what I earned in order to get my first box after, you know, hour or two of playing. And it's... you'll see. You'll see. Trust me, I'm building this up. But, okay. But, anyways, talking about Tyrone. Tyrone's fun to play as because using a melee weapon is actually pretty effective. You know, you can go out swinging. Got the steel bat. That's effective. Well, the mine's gone. You can't really do anything about the cameras, but you can focus more on actually fighting enemies. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Whoever this is... what's her name? Not Valerie. That's the other girl. Whoever this is, but she's kind of got like a poison ivy motif. So she's got like plant zombies and other abilities. She's got like this big plant monster as her bioweapon. I'm sure this is a reference to something in another Resident Evil game, but I'm not sure what it is. And yeah, it's not going well for me. As a melee character, you're pretty good at taking on... Hold on. As a melee character, you're pretty good at taking on zombies and fighting off the hordes of even your basic enemies. Even lickers, you know, aren't that bad when you use a melee weapon. But when it comes to bosses or bioweapons and such, you're kind of screwed. Just get out of there. You won't take it on. At least in my experience.
If I were you, I would hurry, but I'm not. You can choose to die here.
Well, we're not going to. Ow, but I thank you for the advice.
Take the key, but do not let hope cloud your vision. You will still die.
Yeah, I could aim better. But yeah, basically if you can start getting a hit on some zombies, they're pretty much done for. As long as you can keep going. And depending on what weapon you got, because the sledgehammer's good, but it's slow, but it does a lot of damage. And the steel bat, for instance, you know, can swing fast and hard. And I don't know what that does. I think it's some kind of rally ability. I could have looked up and read any of these abilities before I used the character, but whatever. Yeah, I just took that thing down with a sledgehammer. Very slow, and my infection's going way up. So while they're still looking for security cards... Yeah, and staying infected over time. It actually has like an effect on the character. Now I look at the face, you can see it kind of like bulging up. And then I needed a way to like get a blue herb on me, so I didn't use ammo, so could get rid of that. There you go, all cured. So yeah, you got those little safe rooms scattered about so you can do some shopping on the side. So, you know, that's kind of nice to have. Took a lot of the damage for that one, but we're fine. Just letting it play out slowly. It's early in the morning, I want to do something very low effort to get me warmed up for recording. Gonna play some Heavenly Sword after this. I've been wanting to play that game for a long time. Ninja Theory, and I've been fascinated with Ninja Theory. Senua's Sacrifice is great. The Devil May Cry reboot is great. There, I said it. Anyways, speaking of Capcom. But, yeah. We got one more Mastermind match after this, and this one's almost done. This is going on for nearly an hour. Maybe I should skip ahead a little bit. Because I've kind of run out of my topics. Yeah, just like... I kind of like some of the ideas this game has, but if they could make the progression good, you know, I'd be more willing to play it. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I just figured if I shout, maybe he'll go away. But yeah, then there's different, you know, different types of zombies. Ones that can only crawl, ones that are tough and take more damage. Those clown ones, which I guess can do that stunning scream. And of course, these stupid... Then the plant ones, the ivies or whatever, that are really tough. Really tough. I was just looking up if there was any... No, I'm just looking up maybe like what's the road map. I know games do that too much lately, but what's the road map for Resident Evil Resistance? And I forgot, Jill was not in the game when it released, because I didn't play it. I only started playing it only a couple days ago when I moved into a new place and got better internet so I could actually play online games. So, you know, I just figured, like, you know what, I bought the game, it's stuck with me, so might as well give it a try. I wonder how you do that. Is that a critical hit or something? And I got confused. I didn't realize, because this was, like, usually people have, like, the objectives before I can do anything, and so you gotta find, out of all these, you gotta find the, biocanisters to break open, that, in order to... You gotta find the biocanisters that are open in order to break them. Meanwhile, the other ones are all sealed up, and so you just gotta run around and find the right ones. Usually everyone else gets to the keys before I can do anything, so I didn't know that. But, okay. I figured since I was stuck with Resident Evil Resistance, I might as well give it a try, and I did. And, but I forgot, Jill was not a playable character when it came out. She was added, like, later on, just a couple, not too long after the release, but still, she was, like, a free update character. Whoops. And I guess they're playing other characters. It seems like the next one is going to be... Yeah, could just barely slip by them. But I guess it looks like they're adding maybe another new survivor sometime this month. So we'll see about that. And then, well... Then in June, it just seems like they're being vague, like, oh, June, it might be something bigger than a character. It just, there's a little image, and it just shows, like, construction tape. So, who knows, maybe they're building a better progression system. And then July, there's just, like, they have no idea. So that's the thing. They have a roadmap, but they really don't know what they're doing with any of it yet. So, it just kind of adds to this, like, kind of, like, half-baked thought, it seems, that was put into this game. And it's a cruel thing to say. I feel bad for saying that, because again, there's a lot of really cool ideas, like Dead by Daylight with a Resident Evil flavor, and I kind of like that idea, but Dead by Daylight has such a better progression system than this, and that has a lot of characters behind paywalls. So, you know. But... Yeah, final stand. I don't think anything that interesting happened in here. Yeah, and we just got out. Yeah, sorry, I'm running my mouth for so long.
Was this the virus?
Got a lot of experience with Tyrone on this one. Equipment limit, yeah, basic bonuses. Alright, last match. Okay, so the mastermind's Alex is the plant girl, and then Spencer is whoever. Yeah. I'm just going through it, and we got different levels. I think there's only one level per mastermind, which is a little predictable, and then you can set presets and everything. Since it was here, I figured to show off some of the equipment management. That's about it. Okay, I said screw it to that last video, because this is already running on way too long, and that video, or that mastermind match goes into, is a failure anyway, so whatever. Anyways, but... So I played, and after that match, that was the last match I played, was that mastermind match I just skipped. And so I got, you know, 2 cosmetic boxes. Because I got one for getting a net up to rank 5, and I can buy another with the result points I got. I was trying to get this one pre-recorded as well. So, might be a little, trying to figure out how to navigate so I could talk about certain things. Must have gone to the bathroom there. But yeah, then there's, you know, objectives and daily quests you can do for more result points. You got different chests, you got the equipment chests, and you got them based on Mastermind and Survivor. And then, yeah, tells you your history and how many how many points you got for using chests, or for using the RP boosters. And yeah, it does really feel like you need the RP boosters in order to play efficiently. Because going to the store, that's the thing. You get some by playing. I guess you get one per every rank of a character, which is kind of nice, but I feel like that could dry up really, really quick. And so what we got is, takes a while. Oh, no, okay. I thought I went to the page in this. Oh, I suppose it shuts it off. I thought I went to the store page on that, but it basically is like $30 for 50 boosters. So basically like 50 ranks. Well, technically not. That's not right. Never mind. But $30 for 50 boosters. So you got 50 matches to try and get, at an accelerated rate. That you get points in order to buy the loot boxes, which they range in different. You get different ones of higher tier when you go in, but it's still only one item per box. So like, you really need the boosters in order to progress properly. It feels like, because otherwise progression is so slow. Like, I used an RP booster for every match up to this point, and even considering like let's see, probably like maybe 10,000 or 12,000 I spent on equipment boxes. Imagine without an RP booster, I would have half the money I have. So for like better part of 10 games, I think, playing for a couple hours. So without the RP boosters, I would have half of that total right now. So I still wouldn't have enough for one equipment chest without it, or a cosmetic chest, without using the RP boosters in pretty much every match I did after the first one. So speaking of cosmetic chests, let's go open one up. So first I got the free one. So what's inside this? Oh wait, let's back up a little bit. Because what we got creature skins, so different skins for the zombies, survivor skins for items for survivors, weapon skins, sprays, I hate that, survivor gestures, okay, zombie gestures, can we actually do that? Never realized that. And mastermind voice lines, which is so dumb. I hate sprays and voice lines in progression. It sucks. Yeah, survivor gesture, cheer up. Oh, wow. Okay, now let's spend those 50,000 RP points. A spray. I'm not even kidding. After I opened that box, I deleted the game from my hard drive because I had just had it. I was not going to waste my time with this game if that's what it would offer me after what I played. And again, it's not bad, but the progression is just abysmal. And that just like completely drained my motivation to play any more of it after that. So, yeah, I've been rambling on for a long time. This is probably not going to be interesting at all, but yeah, like, it's not bad. It's kind of fun to play. It's got problems, but okay. It's only been out of, like, really a little over a month or two. No, a little over a month, because Resident Evil 3, I should have just looked up when Resident Evil 3 came out. Nevertheless, it hasn't been out that long. But, it can get updates, it can get stuff, but something needs to change with progression. We either get rid of the RP boosters, if you can make progression, if we can earn as much as if we had an RP booster and make that the default without the RP boosters, that would be great. That I could be motivated in. But with a limited amount of, experience boosters in my inventory, it just feels like a waste every time I use one, even if I get a lot of points and have a really good game. So it's just, well, let's see about that. You know what? Hold on. Well, I suppose this math means nothing, but let's see. Between the different cosmetic skins, between sprays, weapon skins, gestures, so there's like 256 different items in just the cosmetic box. So if we times that by 50,000 RP points, you need 1,800,220. Give or take, almost 2 million RP points to get everything that's in the boxes right now. And I'm sure they're going to add more stuff later on. Probably more useless stuff, like more sprays. So, it's just, if it took me, like, say, 2 hours, I know I keep jumping around between times. It took me 2 hours to get, a little more than enough to get a box, so it could take me 15, yeah, that's probably an exaggeration, again, and that's before you consider the equipment boxes. No, but yeah, you need like 2 million RP points in order to get all that's in this cosmetic chest right now. And you kind of need the boosters in order to make that efficient. And so, yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'm done moping. It's just like, bleh, whatever. Skip to the end because this was the cool. So yeah, it just feels like you need the RP boosters in order to progress efficiently, and it's just like, it's annoying, and if they can fix progression, I might be more inclined to play this game. Maybe even give it money if it, if I can buy things that are more useful than the boosters. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been rambling for way longer than I ever intended to on this game, but, that's just kind of what happens. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Resident Evil Resistance, yeah, I've deleted it by now after a couple of hours. I'm just done with it. And maybe if they fix progression or make it more rewarding. That's the thing when you play multiplayer games like this. If they can make it rewarding to play, I'd be more inclined to play it. That's kind of my same problem with Overwatch, is the loot boxes are just so obnoxious. Because you could play, yeah, it's a fun game to play, but ultimately it's leading up to like getting the final thing, which is a loot box, which often will have a bunch of useless sprays that you don't want to use in battle because you're in the middle of a shooter match. You know what I mean? But that's just me. All right, I'm gonna wrap up because I'm getting groggy and I got a lot more. I got better games to play today, and then work later, so I gotta hurry up. I got a limited time. All right, so with that all being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off, and thank you for watching me rant about Resident Evil Resistance.